Daily prayer is the most important element of Islam after declaration of faith. It is the duty of all Muslims, man or woman, to Allah to perform these daily prayers, as the daily prayers show the best form of worship to Allah. Benefits of wudu. We get various physical and spiritual benefits from wudu. Physically, cleanness is the most important benefit of wudu. It helps protect the person from viruses that may cause illness. Spiritual benefits of wudu include the following. Wudu enlightens the face and brings content and peace to the heart. It is a reason for Allah's forgiving of lesser sins and mistakes. Wudu protects the person from bad intentions and desires. It turns vicious thoughts and illusions ineffective. It is narrated that Prophet Muhammad said a person might be rewarded status of martyrdom when he dies with wudu. On the Day of Judgment, Muslims will have their wudu parts of the body sparkling with light like a full moon. This will be given only to the Muslims, since Islam is the only religion with wudu. Ghusl. Ghusl is washing of the entire body under running water without leaving in a dry spot on the body even as small as the end of a needle. It is also called full wudu. There are two specific conditions where ghusl is obligatory. A state of impurity which occurs with sexual activity or discharging of semen from the body. When females are out of their menstrual periods or after pregnancy period, 40 days. The forbidden acts for those who are required to have ghusl. If one person, male or female, is in a state of impurity where ghusl is required, he or she cannot do the following acts. Performing any prayer, fardh, wajib or sunnah. Fasting for female in a state of impurity. Reciting or reading the Holy Quran. It is not forbidden to say the declaration of faith, salawat, prayer for Prophet, or tesbihat such as Subhanallah, Elhamdulillah, Allahu Ekber. Touching the Holy Quran. Circle the Kaaba. Entering into or passing through a mosque except emergency. It is undesirable to do the following without ghusl when it is required. Eating or drinking without washing hands and inside the mouth. Touching Islamic books. Fardh acts of ghusl. Rinsing inside the mouth thoroughly. Sniffing water to the nostrils of the nose. Washing the entire body under running water without leaving any dry spot. Sunnah acts of ghusl. To start with Basmala. Make intention to have ghusl by heart and by saying. To clean the teeth before starting the ghusl. To wash hands first and then the genitals completely. To make wudu following the washing of the hands and the genitals. After wudu, to wash the entire body by running water down through the head and shoulders. It is obligatory to rinse the mouth and sniff water into the nostrils at least once. To do these 3 times is a sunnah. Likewise, it is obligatory to wash the entire body once, but a sunnah to do it 3 times. How is ghusl made? If there is a problem with the amount and temperature of water, or the amount of time, first the genitals are cleaned, including our bottom. Next, we rinse through our mouth 3 times and sniff water into the nostrils of the nose 3 times, ensuring that no dry spot remain inside the mouth or in the nostrils of the nose. Then, we wash the entire body by putting down water first through the head, the right shoulder and the left shoulder. When no dry spot is left on the body, ghusl is completed. This is a ghusl completed with only the obligatory parts. If conditions are appropriate, we make wudu after washing the genitals and the bottom. This wudu is similar to the wudu we make before a prayer. Then, we put down water through our head, right shoulder and left shoulder 3 times each. In each turn, we rub our body deeply trying to cleanse the body of all kinds of uncleanliness. We pay extra attention not to leave any dry spot on the body, even as small as the end of a needle. At the end, we get out of the bathing place by washing our feet that touch draining water. What is obligatory and necessary during the ghusl is that we should not leave any dry spot inside the mouth and the nostrils of the nose and on the body. If these are done, we become clean both spiritually and physically. Good manners of ghusl. The good manners of wudu are applicable to ghusl as well. However, when making ghusl, we don't face the Qibla direction because the unseen parts of the body may be uncovered. It is inappropriate to face Kaaba, the holiest place in Islam. The most important manner of ghusl is to cover the area of genitals. Undesirable acts of ghusl. Those acts that are undesirable when making wudu are also undesirable for ghusl. In addition, facing the Qibla direction and reciting prayers are not appropriate acts when making ghusl. During ghusl, the same water that washes a body part may be used to wash the other part as the whole body is considered a single part. However, this is not acceptable in wudu. After making ghusl, any kind of worship including daily prayers may be performed. If one person is in a state where ghusl is required of him/her, he/she has to take ghusl as soon as possible. If not able to take ghusl, he/she can wait until the time period of the current prayer finishes. It is forbidden to pass up the prayer time without making ghusl. Ghusl has three kinds. Ghusl that's obligatory, ghusl that is sunnah, ghusl that is desirable. When is ghusl as sunnah? To perform Friday prayer, to perform Eid prayers, to enter into a state of ihram during the Hajj, Muslim pilgrimage, to make the obligatory act of waiting, either standing or sitting, at the Mount of Arafat during Hajj on the eve of the Eid of sacrifice. It is desirable to make ghusl when the following happens: when some blood is taken from the body, when a person is awakened after passing out, before washing body of a deceased person, to spend the holy nights in worship, after returning home from a trip, before putting new clothes on, when repenting for the sins and mistakes committed, before entering the region of Mecca and Medina to show respect. It is not obligatory to wash inside the mouth or the nose when making ghusl, either as a sunnah or a desirable act. It is enough to wash the entire body.